If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
At 6, the trial for the first of 5 suspects in the Julio Fulio murder trial in Tampa, now underway today. Alicia Andrews is accused of helping stalk and track the rapper last year in what authorities called an ambush-style shooting. Jury selection in her case began this morning, and Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer has been covering this for us. Joins us now live in our newsroom. Hi there, Aaron. I know you sat down with Andrews' attorneys prior to the trial here. What did they tell you?
Mark, they say Andrews has been honest with investigators all along. She admits she was with the group of suspects, but her attorneys say she had no part in the murder and was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Today, we're going to be picking a jury in a criminal case.
Alicia Andrews is the first of 5 suspects to go to trial who are all charged in connection with the murder of Charles Jones, a Jacksonville rapper known as Julio Fulio.
Charles Jones was shot and killed while he was seated in his car.
The judge briefed potential jurors on the basic facts of the case. Jones was in Tampa to celebrate his birthday last year. Security video shows a group of shooters opening fire on Jones's car outside a hotel near USF. Rashad Murphy, Isaiah Chance, Sean Gathright, and Andrews are accused of making the trip from Jacksonville to Tampa to kill Jones in what investigators described as an ongoing gang war.
That perception is not reality.
Andrews' attorneys recently sat down with Fox 13 to explain why they believe she's innocent.
She was here for a trip with her boyfriend. That's it and that's all, and found herself caught up in a mix of stuff that she was unaware about completely.
That's what she told detectives who didn't believe her. They say she and her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, acted as lookouts the night of the murder. The defense says Andrews had no idea what was about to happen.
Right, this is a case where the state tries to put her in a box and say that she is the girlfriend of one of the individuals involved and that she would do anything that this guy tells her to do because she's so in love with him.
They just leap to the conclusion, since he was there, she must know. And, it's just a faulty kind of logic.
All 5 suspects are charged with first-degree murder, but Andrews is the only one not facing the death penalty. Her lawyers say she's been honest from day one, and they think jurors will believe her.
So she has no problem telling them everything that she knows, and she did, and believing that truth will, proverbially set her free.
And the judge told jurors this trial could last up to 2 weeks, Mark.
All right, Aaron Mesmer watching it closely for us.
Excuse Mr. Jimenez at this time, so we still have one alternate left.
And Judge, there is...
Okay, all right, let's bring Mr. Jimenez in.
Hey, Judge, we missed one juror, but he's running into traffic, maybe about 15 more minutes.
That's fine.
Judge, I'm also hearing it was Fox 13 this morning when they were reporting about opening statements. I think they reran an interview with Mr. Malcolm and Mr. McClyman talking about the evidence.
Okay.
What is the issue?
It was Fox 13 this morning, aired your interview.
The way she acting in court, putting lipstick on, they putting makeup on her face and stuff like that, you would believe that she on trial for jaywalking or something like that. You wouldn't believe that she's on trial for the murder of somebody. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's almost as if she don't understand what's going on. And she probably don't. It's almost if she doesn't understand that, look, her life is on the line right now. In the hands of 12 strangers that she never met a day in her life, that's going to listen to another stranger tell them all about her. You see? And she's sitting here laughing, smiling, like it ain't nothing. I don't see that she's nervous or that she has any sympathy or empathy or nothing. The man family in the courtroom and you laughing and giggling. I believe a lot of these kids nowadays, I think they really do believe that this stuff is a game. But see, if she get found guilty, all that smiling ain't gonna be no more smiling, giggling. She ain't gonna want no makeup or nothing. You see, when that judge get to talking about, well, being that you was found guilty of first-degree murder, it's a mandatory life sentence. You would spend the remainder of your years in a prison cell. Ain't gonna be no smiling then. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, because I don't know what the outcome gonna be, right? But here it is. We got Andrews, right? Alicia Andrews. Caught up in the murder of a famous rapper down there in Florida, Jacksonville, right? Jacksonville, Florida, Julio Fulio. Now, the cold-blooded part about this demonstration is this right here. The prosecution has so much evidence against her and her co-defendants that it appears to be a slam dunk case. And this is why I say this, right? The prosecution got them coming from Jacksonville, traveling all the way through Jacksonville to Tampa, going down there to kill this boy, and then going back to Jacksonville, right? They got the license plates numbers, they got the vehicles, they got phone. I'm talking about they phones, all they phones pinging off the phone towers. Oh, they going here, they going there. Oh, they right here, they right here. All they phones, they using their personal phones. One boy even used his mama car. You see what I'm saying? They did all this stuff to commit this murder. I'm talking about, and just left a trail of evidence. And so here it is. She done got caught up in this murder. And now she is saying that I didn't know it was going to be a murder. Alicia is saying that when she traveled down there to Tampa, she was on vacation with her boyfriend. Yeah, vacation. Now, the cold-blooded part about vacation is this right here, right? When you hear the word vacation, automatically in your mind, you say, okay, we're going somewhere, right? But we're going somewhere to do a particular thing, right? I want to go to Walt Disney World. We're going on vacation because we're going to Walt Disney World, right? We're going to do something, right? I'm going to New York. I want to see the Empire State Building, right? I want to see the stock exchange. I want to go in the Diamond District, right? There's things you do when you go on vacation, but not Alicia. Nah. They went down there in Tampa. They did not go to no boat rides. They did not go to see Busch Garden. They ain't go see none of the sightseeing. They ain't do nothing that people that vacation that goes to Tampa do. They didn't do none of that. You know what they did? And which is recorded and is evidence? They went down there and tracked Julio Fulio everywhere he went. And it's all recorded on video. And it's all recorded through them damn phones they had. So what kind of vacation did y'all go on? You see what I'm saying? That's going to be tough. That's going to be real tough. But not only that though, y'all. Not only that. She wanted to, as a matter of fact, I'm going to let them put it out there. Check it out.
Okay. So, and next up will be state's motion in limine regarding prior incidents of domestic violence between the defendant and Isaiah Chance, and motion to strike defense witnesses Jewel Jordan and is it Jakayla Robinson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And I have reviewed the motion, so I'm aware of the factual basis. And I guess my first question would be to the defense: do you oppose this motion?
I do.
Okay. So, go ahead, Mr. Doherty.
Judge, we did take the depositions of both of these witnesses earlier this week, and it became clear that their testimony is solely based on, again, it's self-serving hearsay. They did not themselves witness any sort of domestic violence incidents between the defendant and a co-defendant, Isaiah Chance. All of the information that was the basis of their testimony was relayed to them by the defendant after these alleged incidents took place. There were some visual observations that they made, but Judge, all of this is not only is it with the exception of their observations, is again based on self-serving hearsay, which would be inadmissible, but rather, Judge, this has to go to relevancy. This is a case where the defendant and all of the co-defendants are charged with first-degree premeditated murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree premeditated murder, and any sort of
facts or instances having to do with this defendant and the co-defendant regarding domestic violence simply is not relevant in this case. The only possible defense that could possibly go to is duress. And Florida, the law is clear. There is two Florida Supreme Court cases. There are district court cases that are on point that says in an intentional homicide, first degree premeditated murder, we're not talking about felony murder here, duress is not a defense. So why any sort of prior domestic violence instance between this defendant and one of the co-defendants who she was dating at the time would have any bearing to any material fact in this case? It doesn't. So I don't see why they should be able to elicit. That would only serve to confuse the jury. It's highly prejudicial, and it has no bearing to any material fact at issue in this trial, Judge.
Okay, rebuttal, I'm starting.
Judge, obviously we have to prove state of mind. That is relevant. But when we're talking about, this is not a self-defense case where she has killed her attacker. In that case, you clearly would be able to explore that. It would go to a potential defense. This is not a self-defense case. And so the only other fact that would, or defense that would go to would be duress, and they're not entitled to a duress defense. And so we're very concerned with any sort of confusing the jury and them being able to explore or elicit any sort of facts or statements about any concern that she may have for a co-defendant. And that's what that case law, that Florida State Supreme Court case law cites to. It doesn't matter how afraid or scared you may be of one of your co-defendants. In fact, that Cole case is a woman who was charged along with a male co-defendant of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Duress is never going to be an excuse if you're fearful of your own life to take another's life. And so that is the point. The jury shouldn't be able to hear any sort of issues that she does have with a co-defendant, because that defense is not available to her for first-degree premeditated murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree premeditated murder.
And I agree with what the state is saying as it relates to a duress defense and a duress instruction. We're not asking for a duress instruction, and we're not putting this in for the purpose of proving a duress defense.
Well, then what in the world would it be relevant to? That's the thing I don't understand the relevancy then. Because if you're not arguing defense, what does it matter if her co-defendant committed domestic violence against her? Why is that relevant?
I'll proffer at least one fact in this case. So in this case, the state will put on evidence that Alicia Andrews gave Isaiah Chance, her cell phone, so that either he could conceal his identity or that she could help him commit the crime in this case. And the past incidents of domestic violence, I'll proffer to the court, is that situations where Alicia Andrews was forced to give her phone over to Isaiah Chance, was beat, was dragged, sometimes even sort of like kidnapped in his home for not giving up her phone and for texting other individuals on her phone, right? And so in this case where the state is saying, hey, she gave up her phone willingly, she gave up her phone for the purpose of planning this, or helping to plan this murder, it's not the case. Her intent for doing that, her motive for doing that is completely different, right? And it's the domestic violence and the past facts that I just brought to the court that would shed light on why she's in a position where she feels that she has to give up her phone or can't leave and turn around and go another way because she's been abused by this individual in the past. And likely, if she doesn't comply with what he's saying, the same thing could happen to her in this situation. So,
well, wouldn't she have to testify for any of that to come in?
She would.
Okay.
And you know what the judge said? Nah. You ain't gonna be able to use domestic abuse as a defense for murder. Because if that was the case, everybody can use that. Look, shit, I want to kill somebody. Hey, man, why you kill him? My girlfriend was beating on me, dog. I'm talking about, man, she just used to beat on me all the time, and I just got mad and I killed the old boy over here. You see, that don't work. So all that domestic, he been beating on me and I was scared for my life and all that. The judge say, no, that's a no-go. You're not going to be able to use that as a defense for murder. So she talking about a vacation. And I don't understand how her lawyers or whoever, her lawyers that's defending her, how they going to, present that to the jury and say, yeah, they was on vacation. What did they do? You see, where did they go? All they got is them trailing and stalking Julio Fulio. So now, around 5 o'clock in the morning, Julio Fulio leaves his last event and he's finna go to a hotel. He's finna crash for the night. This is almost 5 o'clock in the morning, y'all, like 4:30, something like that in the morning, a.m. Here come her and her boyfriend on vacation. After following Julio Fulio, they pull up in the same hotel that he's at. The phone recordings that they got, the police, as soon as they pulls up, they hit the killers. Hey, he here. They text him. Hey, he here. Here you go. He right now. Come on. The video footage showed they car leaving and show the killers coming. And next thing you know, Julio Fulio shot up and killed. His car towed down to smithereens. It's like Swiss cheese. If you want to see the video of that killing that went down, hit that link that's pinned at the top of the comment section. Go over there to my Too Raw for YouTube channel. Go check out that video and check out other videos that I got over there. Get you a membership and just go explore that whole thing. Now, look, if you fainted hard and you don't like that type of stuff, look, don't go over there. Leave that alone for people that want to go see that type of stuff, that it don't bother them. If that stuff bother you, don't go over there, because I'm telling you, it's like that. So again, right, it's 4-something in the morning. Y'all on vacation. I'm talking about Alicia and her boyfriend. And y'all just magically happen to appear where one of his ops is at, somebody that he can't stand. And the people that y'all traveled down there to Tampa with magically appeared too. And next thing you know, Julio is dead. Come on now. Come on. The other cold-blooded part about this demonstration is that they are using Alicia's text messages. Yes, from her phone, linking her to the plotting and planning of the murder of Julio Fulio. But not only that, y'all. After Julio Fulio was killed, the Airbnb that she rented for them to go down there in Tampa, yeah, she rented it. The killers pulled right up right after they got done killing Julio Fulio. Guns and everything. She in the house with her boyfriend while the 3 killers pull up and come in the crib. After that, they leave the next day, headed back to Jacksonville, Florida. And so she trying to say that I was just on a trip. I was just vacating. I ain't know nothing about no murder or nothing. Now, look, is that possible? I mean, come on, let's keep it real. Your phone being used, you booked the Airbnb, you and your boyfriend don't do nothing but stalk and plot and plan. Your phone being used for the stalking and the planning, and you ain't know nothing about no murder. So when y'all pulled up to the event, Alicia, when y'all pulled up to the event where Julio was doing a show or he was doing a walkthrough, and y'all just sat there in the parking lot for hours. You and your boyfriend, Gutter Zay, sat there for hours. Y'all ain't even go inside the club or nothing. They got Gutter Zay getting out the car and seen him. Yeah, they got him on camera footage, but they got your phone doing all type of texting, telling the killers, hey, we over here, we doing this, that, and the other. You see what I'm saying? So, what type of vacation y'all doing? Why y'all ain't go in there? Why is it that as soon as Julio Fulio is done doing his walkthrough, y'all get on his trail? So the whole time y'all drive all the way from Jacksonville just to follow somebody. Is that the vacation you talking about? Y'all just wanted to go see Julio Fulio? That's what you talking about? Y'all just wanted to follow him all night long until he end up dead. Then y'all go back to Jacksonville. I believe these kids be thinking people are fools. Come on now. I believe that they be really thinking in their mind that, you know what, I got a shot. I can get away with this. I'm just gonna say I ain't know what happened. And I was right there when the killing went down. I just left from that part. I followed them all around. I'm just gonna say I don't know what happened. But the cold-blooded part about everything is this right here. And I believe this is what jammed her up. Is because she trying to say that she don't know what happened, but at the same time, she know what happened because she want to testify against her boyfriend. She want to tell the police everything that she seen and everything that happened after the killing. So you can't say that you ain't know what happened and what was going on or nothing like that when you knew what happened after the killing and then you didn't report it. That's going to be the kicker right there. Hold on, you scared for your life? This man just took you down there, took advantage of you, took your phone to commit a murder, and you ain't think that, hey, hold on, wait a minute. Let me go tell these police what's going on. This man just used my phone to commit a murder. You ain't think to go tell the police that? And not only that, y'all, since he was so abusive and you were so scared of him and all that, so when you got caught, why was you at his house? Check it out.
Hey, get your hands up and walk out towards me. Hey, over here. Come this way. Over here. You're going to get hit with the less lethal. Get your hands up and walk towards me. Hands up and walk towards me. Hands up and walk towards me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Stop. Turn around. Keep your hands up. Turn around. Hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up. Don't reach for your waist. Do not reach for your waist. Look at me. Back up to me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. All right, go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move. Isaiah? Isaiah? Stand up. Isaiah Chance, right?
Alright, they both suspects in custody and Andrews there or no?
Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Is there anybody else inside?
straight. What are we doing?
But you scared though. You laid up with the man. But you terrified. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. Now, I do understand that, you know, some women, you know, they get caught up in that domestic abuse stuff and they be terrified and they be scared to leave and all that old type of stuff. I understand that part right there. But in this situation, I don't believe that this is that. I don't believe this is that, you know, because, and the reason why I say that is because, look, the way that it happened, the way that they came and the way that they left right after killing that man, come on now. You don't see what your man is doing with your phone, or you on your phone texting, telling these boys, because that's what they getting her with, y'all. That's what they charging her with. They charging her with conspiracy to first-degree murder. She looking at life in the penitentiary, and her co-defendants is looking at the death penalty. You see what I'm saying? So the cold-blooded part about her is that they are saying that she is the one that helped plan the killing. It don't get no worse than that. And they got her phone saying that she did that. And so she trying to testify against Gutter Zay and say, he was using my phone. He did that. Look, let me say this right here. Whether it's the truth or if it's falsehood, this is why you young girls out there, you shouldn't play with these gangsters. Men and women, this is why you shouldn't allow your daughters to date gangsters. Because this the type of stuff that happens when your daughters date gangsters. Like I say all the time, if your little daughter, she gonna date, because when they get to be teenagers and stuff like that, they ain't no different from us. We seen girls we like, and you girls, y'all seen boys y'all like. Hey, look, you ain't no getting around that. So the best thing that we can do is be proactive, though. You see, you dating a gangster? No, I got to step in. I got to cut that off. You can't do that, because here it is. This girl done got herself involved in a murder, and let's just say if they got away with it, right? So now that she even involved in the murder, even being that she done helped plot the murder, now she got gang members wanting to kill her. You see what I'm saying? Because she played a role in it. And that's how it go. When y'all be seeing sometimes when these girls be getting shot up, I'm talking about be intended targets in the hood, it's because they done did stuff like this here. They done played their role and done got somebody killed. And now they on the plate to be killed. So look, young women, learn from this demonstration right here. Because this right here can easily be you if you playing with a gangster. So whether he took advantage of her, beat her up, and scared her, and used her phone to help plot this murder, it's still all bad. You see? Either way, whether she was with it or she wasn't with it, she's still in a jam. She's still looking at life in the penitentiary. And see, he ain't finna come forward and say, hey, you know what? Hey, y'all, look, she ain't had nothing to do with this. She ain't had nothing to do with this. Look, I took her phone. I did this, I did that. I'm finna man up. No, they ain't gonna do that. He want her to go down with him. And the way that she acting like she don't mind going down with him. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.